Hello, everyone. Welcome to My Georgia, Echoes of History. Today, we rejourney back in time to one of Georgia's most breathtaking sites, the ancient cave city of Vardzia, carved into the cliffs of the reshaped mountain overlooking the Mtvare River. Vardzia isn't just a place, it's a story etched in stone, a testament to faith, resilience, and royal ambition. So, what is Vardzia? Imagine a city, not built up, but dug in. A sprawling complex of caves, tunnels, and chambers that once housed thousands of people. Its story begins in the 12th century, during Georgia's Golden Age, a period of immense cultural and political power. It was King George III who first initiated the construction, envisioning it as a formidable fortress to guard the southern border against Mongol and Ottoman invasions. But it was his daughter, the legendary Queen Tamar, who truly brought Vardzia to life. Under Queen Tamar's reign, the initial military outpost was transformed into a magnificent, fortified The vision was grand, to create a spiritual center that was also a self-sufficient city, safe from invaders. At its peak, Vardzia was a bustling metropolis hidden within a mountain. It's said that the complex once had over 3,000 caves on 13 different levels, capable of housing up to 50,000 people in times of war. Think about that for a moment. An entire city, invisible to the outside world, thriving within the rock. Life in Vardzia was a marvel of engineering and organization. The city had everything its inhabitants needed. There were living quarters, chapels, wine cellars, known as maranas, bakeries, pharmacies, and even a library. A sophisticated irrigation system, using ceramic pipes, brought fresh spring water from a nearby source, distributing it throughout the complex. This wasn't just a shelter, it was a fully functional, highly organized society. The residents were primarily monks, who dedicated their lives to prayer and scholarship, but they were also farmers, artisans, and soldiers when the need arose. They cultivated terraced farms on the slopes below, ensuring a steady food supply. The spiritual heart of Vardzia is, without a doubt, the Church of the Dormitia. This is the centerpiece of the entire complex, and it is stunning. As you step inside, you're greeted by incredible frescoes that have survived for over 800 years. These aren't just decorations, they are priceless. Historical documents. Among them is one of the most famous portraits in Georgian history, a depiction of a young Queen Tamar, standing alongside her father, King George III. It's one of only 4 known lifetime portraits of the great queen, a powerful reminder of the woman who shaped this city's destiny. The vibrant colors and detailed scenes tell stories from the Bible and celebrate the royal patrons of the monastery. However, Vardzia's story is also one of tragedy. In the year 1283, less than a century after its grand expansion, a devastating earthquake struck the region. The quake shattered the mountain, causing the outer wall of the cave city to collapse and fall into the river below. 2/3 of the city was destroyed, and its intricate network of hidden passages and chambers was exposed to the world and to its enemies. The disaster was a catastrophic blow. It not only destroyed much of the city, but also compromised its greatest asset, its secrecy and defensibility. Despite the damage, the monks of Vardzia refused to abandon their home. They persevered, rebuilding what they could and adapting to their new, more vulnerable reality. The community continued to thrive for several more centuries, but its golden days were over. In the 16th century, the city faced its final test. During an invasion by the Persian Shah Tahmasp, Vardzia was sacked. According to historical accounts, the Persians were astonished by the city within the mountain. They looted its treasures, including the famous icon of the Virgin of Vardzia, and tragically burned many of the monks alive within the main church. After this final blow, the monastery was largely abandoned, and Vardzia slowly fell into silence, its caves echoing only with the wind. For centuries, Vardzia remained a ghost city, a forgotten relic of a bygone era. It wasn't until the Soviet period that significant interest was taken in preserving the site. Archaeologists and historians began the painstaking work of studying and conserving what was left. Today, Vardzia is a protected monument and one of Georgia's most popular tourist destinations. A small community of monks has even returned, reviving the monastic life that was extinguished centuries ago. Hearing the faint sound of their chants echoing through the caves is a truly moving experience, connecting the present directly to the distant past. So, what's it like to visit Vardzia today? It's an adventure. As you approach, the first thing you see is this incredible wall of rock, pockmarked with hundreds of cave openings. It looks like a giant honeycomb. You can explore a significant portion of the complex. Be prepared for some walking and climbing. You'll navigate a network of stone-cut stairs, narrow tunnels, and open terraces. Some of these tunnels are so narrow you have to crouch to get through, giving you a real sense of what it must have been like to live here. The main attraction for most visitors is the tour through the central part of the monastery. You'll get to see the monks' living cells, the ancient wine cellars, and of course, the magnificent Church of the Door. Standing inside that church, surrounded by the ancient frescoes, you can almost feel the weight of history on your shoulders. It's a powerful, humbling experience. One of the most famous tunnels is a secret escape route that zigzags up through the rock. It's a bit of a climb, but the view from the top is absolutely worth it. You can see the entire valley spread out before you, the empty River winding its way through the landscape. To get the most out of your visit, I highly recommend hiring a guide. They can share fascinating details and stories that you might otherwise miss. They can point out the faint remnants of the water pipes, explain the symbolism in the frescoes, and bring the history of this incredible place to life. Also, wear comfortable, sturdy shoes. This is not the place for flip-flops. And bring some water, especially if you're visiting in the summer. Vardzia is more than just a historical site. It's a symbol of the Georgian spirit. It represents a nation's ingenuity in the face of adversity, its deep-rooted faith, and its unbreakable will to survive. To walk through its silent caves is to walk through the pages of history itself. It's a reminder of a glorious past, a tragic fall, and an enduring legacy that continues to inspire awe and wonder in all who visit. It is a true echo of history, resonating through the mountains of Georgia. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and open notifications for more historical videos, and see you in the next episode.